Hello, everybody. We are on day 11. It's the last one. I don't know about you, but I've really enjoyed this journey. This has been, I've said this a few times, but the work that I do, this one's, there's some of them really are my favorites, and this is definitely one of my favorite ones. Workshop series that I've done. They've all been so meaningful to God, to the work of God, to the work of the return, to all that is. And I know there's still a lot of people that can't fathom quite yet that it's me doing this stuff. And that's okay. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of what I've done, of what's come through. I'm very proud of the ascension. I'm very proud that I don't give up. And thank you to Lisa for not giving up and pushing through, and even for holding space for me, because with what those that did rise with me ended up doing, it hurt and I needed time to process some of that, and we needed to work through clearing some of that, and to not give up on this journey is priceless. Ooh, I just got chills. To push through the resistance and to not give up on this journey is everything. So I want to thank Lisa very much for doing that, even when it's not easy, even when things seem really difficult, because that's what shows true character, right? Is being able to not give up, being able to push through the tough times, being able to choose love over all the difficulties and all the things of the shadow. And we have to do it time and time again. And some people are like, why is this done? Will this ever end? I mean, does it ever end? We are coming out of an old world and going into a new one, and that's a lot, right? That is a lot to understand. It's a lot to process. We are no longer that anymore. Okay. So we are coming out of a world and going into a new one. And so it takes time, it takes work, it takes layers, it takes diligence and pushing past all layers of resistance. And even myself, I'm working through new layers that have newly developed, that, and some of them weren't even processed yet, right? Because I haven't been here yet until now. So there's always work to do. To think healing ends, what would we do after that, right? There's always room for more healing and rising higher and getting new perspectives. And because we're coming from a dense reality of separation, and I'm feeling a lot of love. It's amazing. And going into a new one. You guys and myself, I had those really horrible feelings, and there's still some work to do. Some energies I couldn't get through. And Spirit's been showing me some things. For my Academy Part 2, we have to enter the Akasha Records now through Pure Divine. So I got a new entry download. New ways to access the Akashic Records for my Academy Level 2 that I've been working through. And I went in one day and got insight into my channels and my work, and they're like, we've got to transition a little bit, leave some of who you were behind. And I'm like, then who am I? Is that right? Is that correct? And I kept a little bit of like duality going on and a little bit of separation from the totality of me, because getting a walk-in twin flame is not normal. It's not normal. I don't think it's ever been done. No, not like that. No, it's never been done before. So mentally, emotionally, physically, it's a lot to process. So sometimes I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Sometimes I feel like I've lost who I was, and that's not so. So today during my Healing Light Movement video, I listened to the heart nudges and something took over, and I went somewhere I've never gone before in my videos like that. I'll do it in these ones, but not like that. It was beautiful. It was amazing, and I felt free. And then all that stuff started rising out of my heart space. So don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to embark on your journey. Don't be afraid to really dig into that heart space, because that's what I've been doing these last, real truly forever. But there's times where I've backed out of that, okay? So keep going. Do not stop. And to Lisa, I just want to say how much I appreciate what you did, how much I appreciate how hard you've worked, how much I appreciate you never giving up, how much I appreciate you holding the space for all those wounds that were brought forth that you kind of walked into and allowed us to process those out and clear those, and how much I appreciate how hard you're willing to go to help this ascension, to help me, to help yourself. It's quite beautiful to witness, and I just want to say thank you for being a part of my journey. And I'm very grateful to be a part of your journey. And to the other member who joined these workshops, I also want to say thank you for pushing past the resistance to be here, because there has been several times on your journey I have felt that resistance. But this time it didn't win, and I just want to say congratulations to that, and keep love at the helm, at the helm of all you do. The resistance can be quite large, especially when we're as close to the light as these are. Okay, so good job, keep going, don't stop. Warriors of light, not wounded warriors, right? Day 11, woo woo! Final day of this workshop. Today we will be closing it out. I don't know what's coming though today, but I never do I? So I'm just going to cleanse our energy, bring in some beautiful, yumming, healing smoke. Cleansing. Ooh, yeah. Just allow that to cleanse your space, your heart, your energy, and open us up in many ways. Yeah. So even Spirit's validating Lisa's journey. She's overcome some difficult energies. She just worked harder and harder and has never given up. So it's not easy to come into where she came into, to deal with the energies that were brought forth. Is not an easy task. It wasn't for me. And so I really appreciate her holding space for that, to not judge me and to not give up, and to hold space for all of us to work through that while working through it herself. Unique individual, nobody's done that to this day, held space for me like that, held space in this journey like that, and it means a lot to me. It truly does, and I truly hope God blesses you, times 1,000, in all things that you guys do, okay? In all things that you do. Okay. Yeah. So I have my ringer on because I'm waiting for the bank to call me. So if it does, I'll pause this and we'll have to be distracted. I don't want to be, but I don't listen to my voicemails a lot, so it's probably full. Oh, that stemmed from all the PTSD I had in my marriage. Anyways. It's been a beautiful day. I've pushed past some very difficult energies. I dug into some extremely painful energies, and I feel finally like I freed quite a bit of them. There's still work to do. So I can't wait to do an exchange with Lisa. That would be so cool. So I'm ready to take it up a notch. So get through that separation, okay? All right, let's see what the cards say for day 11. Again, I don't know what's coming today. So let's call in the Creator and all the angels and beings of light that have been with us from day 1 through day 10. I double checked today. I did not miss a day. For some reason, I thought we would end on the 22nd when I began this journey, and we are anyway. So I knew we were going to make it to the 22nd, and here we are. Isn't that strange? That's why I thought I missed a day, because I was like, wait a minute. I thought we were always supposed to end on the 22nd. But it's the 22nd, and I missed a day. So what happened? And so I made sure I didn't miss any of the numbers, and I did not. All 10 workshops were complete, which leads us up to today. But I think I knew that we were going to need that day. So Spirit always knows more than we do. It's our job to surrender and get out of the way. Get out of the way, remove separation, remove duality, and be pure love and light, all connected and everything all right. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say. Show me what's coming our way. So they're saying visualize what we want. So we're going to take a moment to just close our eyes, tune into our heart center, and visualize what you want. as if you already have it. Okay. And just sit in gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. All right, what is in store for day 11? I'm hearing a lot of celebration, a lot of congratulations. Woo! Don't think the journey's over, because it still has. So I have this tendency to be, cool, we're done. The ascension's done. I've done it all. There's always work to be done. So, not done. Ooh, ooh. Shitikes. Schnikes. I have a little table so that it doesn't fall. And what happens? It falls. It falls, y'all. It falls. Ooh. Ooh. And then my hair eats me. All right. So let's try that again. Try that again. I will keep the ones that made it on the table. Which makes sense to me. All right. Reshuffle. Cleanse. And try again. There we go. Ooh, yes, yes. Did you guys notice everything that's happening? Everything that I've done, how many prophecies were fulfilled through this work? You know, the Octave-Eying was not the totality of the work. That was me completing the journey and implementing all of the work. To allow the earth to octavite to those frequencies is what's allowed all of the prophecies to be fulfilled. And I do mean all of them, including some people didn't even know about. Okay? So we now have new blueprints. Right? We now have new blueprints, and these are ones we need to align to. We cannot be duality. We cannot be separation. It has to end, and that's what I've been working through. Removing whatever spirit tells me to remove that aligns with duality and any separation. We cannot be, okay? We have new blueprints, and the Pope dying on Easter, that's prophetic. That's and I said he was going to have a heart attack, and sure enough, that's what happened. They said an irreversible cardiac event, and those can cause strokes in and of themselves. So the heart stopped, just like I said it would. The heart went out. The heart gave out. And honestly, being 88 years old, the 8-8 portal. Think about infinity portal, life, death cycle. So even that was interesting. But that he died on Easter right after I did all that. This is massive, right? I've said to people before many times, is this work is not little. It's massive. We have new blueprints. New blueprints our soul must align to, right? New ways of doing things, new ways of seeing things, new ways of being in the world. And change is difficult. Giving up one journey and trying to integrate into another is difficult, but it's a necessity because it's now. We are now entering into a new blueprint of life, okay? Full spectrum, no separation, no separation, full spectrum aligned, okay? The seamless, unspeakable, Aethor. Releasing all separation, expanding to the omnipresence of all that is. Beyond the mind, beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. Remember that our mind cannot comprehend who and what I've done, who I am and what I've done. I couldn't either. And when I would try, I would feel like I was kookaluku. But you can't deny the proof. It smacks you. Like if you're really looking, if you're really open, you can't deny the proof. It's all there, right? It's only the shadow that people will, if they have too much shadow, can't see past. So remember, this is beyond the mind. When we limit it through the mind, we're limiting the journey. It's no longer aethor, right? It's no longer in the ether. It's no longer seamless, unspeakable. It's not something you can quite put into words. It's beyond that. 22 crystal keys. Okay, all encompassing vibration, right? Raising our vibration. Keys of creation. Keys of creation. I talk about the keys all the time. These are keys to ascension. These are keys, keys, keys. So it's like implementing the right keys, creating with the right vibrations, okay? Balance and flowing with the vibration of the universe. And then higher heart chakra. Heart chakra, unfurling back to love. Heart chakra, unfurling back to love. New blueprint. New blueprint of love. That's God. God's returned. Full spectrum aligned. And others are seeing, hey, cool, religion no longer has a stronghold on the collective mind. And I watched another video, and he's like, did you know they do Satan rituals in the Vatican? And I'm like, yes, I did. Oh, I knew that. Okay. Because I undid the Sistine Chapel. That's why you're seeing what you're seeing happen. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening. All right, my friends, I'm very proud of myself. Okay? It may be difficult, but let me tell you, when you get to the other side, it feels so good. And we're right now at 1:11. You couldn't see that time, but we are. Okay, so I'm just checking everything. All right, we're good to go. Let's start this journey. So I call in all the days before, from 1 through 10, and into 11 we go. The gates of heaven are open. A new journey has begun, and it's time to free our soul. There's an energy of people think they know more than I do. And we have to be careful with that. I remember God telling me many times is, you know what you're talking about. It's okay. It's their shadow. So you have to be mindful of that. I saw it the other day. This lady was channeling Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And she's like, they're not returning in the physical. And I said, yes, they are. But it goes beyond that. It's the totality of all of it. It's Adam and Eve. It's the return of Adam and Eve. But Jesus and Mary Magdalene were actually a split off of that. And so people can only see what they're ready to see. Okay? But it doesn't mean I'm limited in what I do and say. Okay? So be very careful with that. That came through a lot on this journey, through the others that were left, that chose to, and they won't ascend. Okay, so you have to be very careful with that. I know what I'm doing, or I wouldn't do what I've done. It was outside of my consciousness. So what I say comes right from the divine. I'm not about duality and separation and judgment, but I know all of the keys, and that was why the path was really a blessing. So we just have to be very careful with what we do say. We don't want to, because the shadow works through judgments in a very big way, and it hits us where we don't see it hitting us. Okay? Judgment is very layered, and so is ego, and so is fear. Right? So be aware of all the components of the shadow and the matrix. So I call in the crystalline grid from days 1 through day 10 to surround us today and day 11. I see all the crystals, crystal benches, all components from the days before combining into this one. All beings of light, the pyramids, the angels, everything is here. Everything that we did from all the days leading up to this one is here. Everything. The benches, everything. All the pyramids we've octavied, everything is coming in. I'm going to get out of my head. So I just want you dropping into your body, closing your eyes, feet on the floor, palms facing up. Releasing expectations and anything else and just breathing. We do that naturally, right? Like, what's coming? I'm releasing that myself. So just releasing any thoughts, any need to have answers, any need to control the situation and to control your environment, because that's also the shadow. The control that we have comes from listening inward, deeply inward, and exiting the shadow. That's where you get into your sovereignty. We don't have control over time. The only thing we have is right now, and listening right now to what comes, jumping in right now to what our opportunities are, taking them without hesitation. When we hesitate to God, we strengthen the shadow. We give our power away to the shadow. To think that, because that's a big one. I wasn't ready. That's self-sabotage. When we hesitate to God for whatever your nudge of the heart is, you give your power to the shadow, and then it's harder to climb out of that hole. Okay? It's about your power. And not letting anything outside of your power and sovereignty, and do not let separation and duality dictate your choices. And it takes strength sometimes. You should see me when I'm sitting through that and holding on. I'm like, So remember yesterday we sent the animals through the portal? I see them in the other side. Now I had already done that in the energy, but we actually truly did that now. Like, it's done, done, done. So there's a lot of celebration for that. An honor to those that were too genetically modified. Our Pleiadian beings of light are coming in, but today we have 4. We are being surrounded front and back and side to side. So one in front, one behind, one to the left, and one to the right. So what I'm seeing is an Octave-Eying bath. So remember our crystalline grid where we're kind of sitting around our crystal pyramid, and all the light's going to come in through the pyramids today, and we're going to kind of float above the crystal pyramid energetically, and the entire vibration is just going to be like, so we're going to hold space, and we're going to allow this entire vibration to vibrate through us and vibrate through the earth. But we have 4 Pleiadian healers that are going to help us energetically rise up into this frequency and just absorb it. Okay? And I don't know what else so far, but that's what I see so far. So we have all of the pastel rays coming in from the skies. We have all of that coming in. All the work from day 1 through day 10. So all the pyramids, the masculine, the feminine that we've mentioned, everything. Okay? So just relax and be in present moment. Calming the mind, any thoughts that rise, calm them and drop to our heart space. And start to tune in to the energy beyond your physical presence. What is the vibration in your auric field? Can you feel it? What is the vibration in our environment? And then start to slow it down and just calm that vibration. And I'm just kind of taking the time to calm our minds. Calming our mind. Slowing the frequency down. Beginning now to remove all energies that we may have carried in from our environments into these. Removing any cords and connections that may have been brought forth unintentionally and intentionally, but all unintentionally. And we're going to just begin subtly raising the frequency of our auric field. So I see our Pleiadian healers just raising our frequency of our auric field. And I just want you to see where you need to see. If you're sitting on your crystal bench, you're sitting on your crystal bench. If you're sitting just on the ground by all the crystals in your mind's eye, then that's where you'll be. So just tune in to this environment. Tune in to your surroundings. I'm sitting in the center of a lotus, in the center of the pyramid still from yesterday. So wherever you're supposed to be is where you're supposed to be. I feel like that's what I'm doing, but I don't think that's what you guys are doing. So just tune in and see where you're supposed to be. And soak up your mind's eye imagery. And if you have nothing, just know you're in it. Just feel. See and feel, or just feel whatever it is. Tune into your skin. Can you feel the gentle motion and energy on your skin? Start to tune out your senses. Tune out of the mind, the eyes, and tune into the other senses. What do you hear? What do you taste? And I see the infinity symbol coming in. So it's very vivid. I see the infinity symbol coming in, and we are all in it. In the energy of the infinity symbol. Figure 8. The path to complete. The complete path. Life, death, rebirth cycle. It's everything, isn't it? It just keeps flowing. Energy flowing. Doesn't end. It balances. It aligns. And that infinity symbol is running up and down in our energy. So it's helping us to recalibrate right now. We are recalibrating with the Octave-Eying that we have done. All of the energies, all of the vibrations, we are recalibrating with the infinity symbol, which was yesterday's work, wasn't it? The final portal of time is what that led us to. Calling in all light forward and bringing in the portal of time. So that's today. 11, right? Ascension, new timeline, new blueprint. So we are in the midst of a new blueprint integrating into the earth right now. But not only that, it's also through you. So you must align to that blueprint. Your soul will be screaming for it and calling for it. We must align to that blueprint. So allow the symbol to octave-eye. We are going to octave-eye, and then our guides, our healer guides, are going to lift us up, and we're going to sit in the end. It's like floating in the vibration of this energy. This is the final portal of time integration. So it's integrating into the earth, the gates of heaven. The new earth blueprint is here, and it's going to force alignment. If we don't, that's your choice, but the earth is forcing alignment within her. So our structure on the earth must align. If people choose not to, that's their choice, but you cannot stop the ascension, and you cannot save the old world. You cannot. That is not what you can do, but what you can choose to do is align to that blueprint or not. Not aligning to that blueprint, the earth will shift either way. We cannot hold on to the old world. It's not possible. So with the earth, they've come too far, not to mention, but we couldn't do it. If everybody on this planet went against that, it would cause a cataclysmic event of a reset. You cannot stop it. They can't stop it. That's the only time we come into trouble, is when we have separation. When we just simply choose not to align. When we simply choose not to let go. That's when tower moments can occur and will occur, because they're false foundations that cannot flow. It's a new blueprint. So we're going to allow this infinity symbol to continue octave-eying our frequency. Recalibrating our frequency. So just being present, feeling into the energy, seeing what you see, because it might be unique to you. It will be. We have different frequencies, they're telling me. So what I see is probably different from what you see. We are integrating into our different realities. So new blueprints applied. What you would call timelines, I call vibrational frequencies. See, I didn't just wave a wand and say, boof, we're here. I did the work. Like, I did all the healing. I did all the choices. I did all the work. So my vibration is that. So I am a little separate in the energy, and that's okay. It's just where we're at. It's neither good nor bad. It's just where we're at. I'm a different octave. And so that's why what I see might not be what you see. So just tune inward. What do you feel? What do you see? What's around you? What does Spirit want you to be right now? Peace, still, light. Peace, still, and light as we integrate the portal of time. So we are holding space. The earth has become the new blueprint now. Heaven on earth. The portal of time, the portal of reset, the portal of life is actually what it is. But I feel like people have an easier time hearing the word time. But it's a portal of life. So just ignore my dog if you heard her. And I'm hearing that song again. I heard it when I was doing my healing light movement earlier, but it's by Jewel. Don't worry, sister. Say a prayer and sleep tight, for it'll be fine. Lover of mine, it'll be just fine. So lend our voices only to sounds of freedom. Yeah, that's actually a really important song. Speak love, be love, feel love, and rise above. Speak love, be love, feel love, and rise above. Speak love, feel love, be love, and rise above. We have to end duality, because duality is ending for mankind right now. So the earth is shifting. Mankind has a choice, but it's either alignment or not your time. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You are either doing the work and walking the path, or you are playing in duality. Separation, lack, judgment, and ego. So now it's the cosmic flash. So now that we've recalibrated, our beings of light are kind of detaching us from our consciousness a little more. And we're going to rise and kind of float in the energy, in our spiritual presence, our soul presence. In the energy of the workshop, we're just going to kind of float above the pyramid crystal, our center crystal pyramid. It's as if we're going to start floating above it. So if you can see that and feel that, tune into that. And you might feel something heavy in your body that doesn't align. Your body tells you. So just tune into the roughness or the density that you feel inside. Even I have a little more work of releasing to do in alignment to the full embodiment of Christ. I can feel it. And that's what I was working through, and something shifted for me in my Healing Light movement today. It like combined all my work into one. It was amazing. So we must release any duality and separation. And there's something I feel in my solar plexus and in my stomach. A little bit more work to do, and I have ended all duality. So digging and digging and digging, yeah. Digging and digging and digging, yeah. Tuning in to the resistance, tuning into the muck that we feel. That's a necessity. Whatever your body is feeling as we are octave-eying, as we are floating in this frequency, you must tune in. Tune into it. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Tune in. Deeply, even if it's painful. And allow it to rise. Allow it to rise in your reality so that we can clear it out. Allow whatever that duality is to rise so we can clear it out. I keep hearing you were supposed to be on that path. That's what I heard. You were supposed to be in that path. And that's not mine. So digging and digging and digging. And surrendering to the uncomfortable. Surrendering to all that needs to rise. Surrendering without hesitation to what's hidden beyond the disguise. Surrendering and surrendering and surrendering now. Surrendering and surrendering and surrendering now. So we are entering into the white flash, like this white light. Everything's becoming white, pure white, like we are in the middle of the portal of life. I feel like we are octave-eying within the portal of life because we're bringing it to earth now. Like it's integrating, it's here. This big white flash of light. It's just like when you go to the other side, you go through a big flash of light, but it's so much Christ light that it's the portal of life. So much of God's light. It's so bright. But our eyes are closed. We can just feel the vibration. And we begin to integrate with that vibration, but allowing us to tune in to what doesn't feel right as it does. Tune into your body and accept it to rise. Surrender to it. Release resistance through it and call it forward. I accept for what all it is. I'm ready to rise. And now all of a sudden, just, it's as if the sun, the entirety of the sun is coming down and encompassing Earth and going through the portals. It's a mass amount of sun. I can't take chunks, like it wouldn't do it justice. It's the entirety of the sun coming down amongst the earth and through the portals, through the angels and the portals of the pyramids, all of them combined and going down into the crystalline grid, and they are becoming maximum capacity filled with God's light and the sun and the moon. Remember, the moon and sun are not separate. Going down into the crystalline grid and down into the core of the earth. And I'm hearing, I am safe. It was a battle of the darkness, but I kept going. So now we process what I pushed past. If you think the shadow wanted any of this done, think again. I battled all the darkness, all of it, and it's done at last. We are free, pure, sovereign beings of light. So all that light is going into the trees and they're becoming pure white. It's going into the seas and it's becoming pure white. Into the gravel of the earth and it's becoming pure white. The entire new earth blueprint is Octave-Eying. Octave-Eying into the new earth blueprint. So our Pleiadian beings of light are holding us up. We're floating in all of this light. And they are helping us to Octave-Eye and the purest amount of white light to what you can. If there's resistance, it's because you can't integrate all of it. But allow the light to draw it out. Allow it to show you what it needs to show you, to align to what you need to align to, and to clear what you need to clear. Surrender to the light. So I surrender to the light of the one and the sun. I surrender to the light of the work that's been done. I surrender to the path of my heart and not the mind. I surrender. It's time. So all of the light going through the pyramids and the angels and into the crystalline grid and filling it up as much as it can to its maximum capacity, into 7D as well. So even into the Pleiades galaxy, pure white, so they are also ascending because they are combining with us. So we are all ascending. So all the planets, all the beings, not just us, but them as well, are in the portal of life now. The Great Reset has now begun. All of the light is coming down upon us. All of the light of the sun. All of the light now is here. So we can see clearly what's been done. All of the light is here amongst us. It's in the trees and in the seas and the breeze. From the mountains and the toppest point of existence to the earth. It's all here now. We are just Octave-Eying. We're allowing the light to push out what needs to be pushed out. We're Octave-Eying with the portal of life. We're helping to bring it in and integrate the blueprint for mankind. Doing this work helps all of mankind. Those that did the path helped all of mankind. Those who push past the resistance and choose to honor this work, to honor the light, to choose to rise, to shine so bright, help all of mankind. Anybody that does that helps all of mankind. And when you do this work, it's amplified. Because I am the highest point of the light, where there is much resistance, but that's all right. So allow it to Octave-Eye and push past any resistance that it draws forward. Push past. Push past it. Allow it to be dug. Dig into it. Dig into it and choose to surrender to what needs cleared. Choose to surrender to what needs cleared. I mean, it's up to you, but that's what's being called to do through this light. Allow the light to integrate to Octave-Eye and choose to surrender. Everything is becoming pure white. Everything, like all the light is here. It's here. We are in the midst of the life portal. So day 11 is the life portal. Day 10 we called all the light home, and now we are in the portal of life and rebirth. Cycle. New blueprint, Octave-Eyed, and applied 1000% to the earth. There's no stone left unturned. Nothing was left undone. The entirety of the new blueprint is here. I can see why they celebrate so much on the other side. They've waited a long time for this. And we did it. So even if it's painful at first, because this light is going to cause things to come out, it's pushing in your internal what doesn't align out. So at first it might be uncomfortable. I feel yuckies and muckies, and I'm just tuning in. I surrender them out. I'm ready. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to align. I'm ready to be. I'm ready to be. End of duality. End of separation. End of lack. Nice. End of everything that holds you back. End of duality. End of separation. End of lack. End of judgment and ego. End of the mind being in control. Now it's time for the heart to rise. And making way for mass karmic demise. It's just because they have to reap what they sow, because we switched it. End of duality. Digging and digging to something else that's rising. So we're just recalibrating, remember, to the light, to the pure light, the pure white light of the life cycle portal. And it's pushing out what doesn't align. So we will feel things rise. We will see things to learn. We will see choices to make. And we must make them. But either way, it's your choice. You must accept. I choose full embodiment. I choose full alignment. I choose pure light and only love. It's up to you what you choose, but that's the blueprint we must rise into. The blueprint of one, the blueprint of wholeness, all connectedness. I feel it, something rough rising through. Let the light shine through. 'Cause I'm shining light into the darkness. Can you show me the way? 'Cause I'm shining light into the darkness. But I'll need some answers along the way. 'Cause I'm shining light into the darkness. Can you show me the way? I can feel more being pushed out. So we're the Pleiadian beings of light. I feel disconnected, like I'm somewhere else. It's weird. And then I see all this. We're just surrounded by pure light. We are in the portal of the life cycle. It's that light. It's like the solar flash, the event. All this pure, massive amount of light is just, we're just holding it. We're holding it on the earth. We are integrating the blueprint. We're holding it through the pyramids. We're holding it into the core. And as we're doing that, it's pushing out in us what does not align. And it's going to do the same for the earth because it's time. And I hear 3 days of darkness applied. Oh. Surrender to the roughness. Surrender to the difficult energies. Surrender to the density and deep dive into them. Allow them to rise. Surrender to setting them free. Surrender to deep diving into them and allowing them to be free. I surrender to pure light. I surrender to the end of duality. I surrender to pure alignment, to love and light. And I release all separation. I release all separation. And then I see mass light going into the earth, and it's like a boom, like a vibration so profound it would look like bass on a speaker. It's like boom. A very profound vibration just went in through the pyramids and into the core of the earth and went boom, like an energetic bomb wave, right? It's like boom, and you can see the earth vibrate out like boom, like the earth had to adjust that vibration. I hope I'm doing that justice, because that's what it's like. Mass pure white light went in through the pyramids. We held space into the crystals. We held space, shot to the core, and went woo, like a vibration. And I could see dust and dirt like emanating out. Like it moved the layers of the earth. It moved the vibration of the earth. We just octavied the earth into heaven's vibration. New earth creation, the blueprint of new earth, which is my blueprint. That's who we are. It's from my soul blueprint. We're going to do it again. Some more lights coming in, pure mass amounts of sun and moon into the, it's like the biggest flash of white light, like as if we were rising up through the portal of life, right? Like when people pass, they see that tunnel of light. It's this mass amount of pure light. It's so bright you think it would hurt your eyes, but we're in it, right? And it's coming down through all the pyramids, through the trees, and going down into the crystalline grid, going down into the core. But before it hits the core, we need to hold space and allow it to push out of us what does not align. We are helping to Octave-Eying the biggest solar flash of time of mankind. The Great Reset. New Earth blueprint aligned. Octave-Eying. I fully understand what Octave-Eying means now. So dig and surrender. Let it rise, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how much pain it's causing to draw out of your system. Let it rise, no matter the density you feel being drawn forward. Feel through it and release. Just surrender. Relax your body. Relax your soul and surrender. Let it push out what does not align, even if it hurts, even if it's physically uncomfortable. It's just a journey of the mind. So dig into the center of what you feel and relax your body. Relax your energy. Relax your system so that it can rise. Surrender to setting it free. Surrender to the end of duality. Surrender to the light of love and alignment to New Earth Blueprint. Surrender to the end of duality. Set yourself free from all separation. Relax your body. Dive into the uncomfortable that we are feeling right now, wherever that is. Feel that difficult energy. Feel the pain. Dig and dig deeper into that pain and allow it to rise. Relax your body. And surrender. Surrender to being free. It's painful and it's moving very slowly. It's actually quite painful. Surrender to the releasing. Surrender to the alignment of New Earth and light. Surrender to ending duality. Choose to rise if you choose to. Set it free. Relax. Do not tense up. Do not hold it. Relax. Dig into the center of it and set it free. Don't tense up. Don't push it back down. No matter how painful it is, no matter what you feel, it's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. It's not that bad. It needs to be felt. It needs to be recognized what's not aligning. And you need to choose to set it free. I'm hearing heightened in Zimbabwe, Botswana and Nigeria, and Kilimanjaro. So on one of the stairways to heaven, I combined, I think it was Zimbabwe to Kilimanjaro or Nigeria, one of them, but in that group of three, combined with Kilimanjaro as a feminine to the masculine, and I'm seeing that connection. And that's an end to duality. It's an end to separation. So I'm drawing in this mass amount of light through Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Nigeria. Zimbabwe at the head of all of them, and Kilimanjaro at the same time. Mass amounts of light. Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Nigeria. And Kilimanjaro. Drawing that down to the crystalline grid where we hold space. And allow it to octave-eye our body and surrendering to what must go. And once we surrender all of this and we set it free, the light will release to the core and another wave of vibrational reset will hit from her core out, and it'll be like that, like this huge base vibration that just expands from the core out, and the entire layers of the earth move and vibrate and gyrate and shift. So pay attention to your body. What is this mass amount of light where duality must end being felt in your body? Where do you feel it? No matter how painful, sit into it, dig into it, and surrender it. I surrender this, I set it free. I release all duality and I align to the pureness and the wholeness of the sovereign being of light. I return back to the wholeness of completeness of the One, the sun and the moon. And I am aligned to nothing but the light. I surrender the processing of what needs to be removed. I surrender to what I need to see and do. I surrender to setting this free. I surrender to ending duality within me. If you agree to all of that, accept those. And feel into what's being pushed out. Feel it. Relax the body. Breathe into it. And set it free. I choose to release what does not align. I choose to be free. The end of duality. So mote it be. I choose to release all separation. I choose to be free of limitation. Breathe and relax the body, no matter how painful that energy might be that's rising in your physical vessel. Allow the light to come in. Allow the light to come in. Allow the light to come in. The more you allow the light to come in, the more you release duality and separation. And the more you help all of mankind. So I tuned into my body and I thought I was relaxed, but I was actually holding back. So tune into your body because it's painful. I have this big, huge bubble of pain rising. This energy that's so dense, it hurts. It hurts. And mine is in my solar plexus, really. But as soon as I want you to tune into your body and see where you might be holding back. I want you to tune into your body and feel where you are not relaxed and relax. Set it free. Expand into the light and allow more light to integrate. As I bring in one more wave of bright, bright, bright light through the pyramids. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and Botswana. This time Nigeria is at the helm. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Kilimanjaro. Where masculine and feminine unite. And I allow this light to come in through these pyramids and amplify ×3. I allow the light to come in through all other pyramids and into the crystalline grid ×3. And I hold this space. And I allow the light in through me to push out any remaining duality. Now, I have to tell you, this will cause things to rise in your reality, but things are never fully healed until you make the choices. Your choices determine everything. So this healing will align to certain choices that you must make to align to this blueprint in light. And when you make the choices and fully clear the energy, only then are you fully aligned. The choices, must match. The actions must match, must be external and internal. Ooh. So just because you're doing this healing does not mean that you're free and you're rising. You have to do the work through the choices of alignment. Your external reality must match with the internal. And this will spark whatever it is you need to do. That's aligned with your soul purpose. And alignment to the One and the Sun and the wholeness of you. Because there's stuff in you you don't see until we are aligned and remove all separation and duality. Surrender, relax, and let more light integrate as we hold this space. It's filling up. These crystals are filled to max capacity. And it's going to be sent to the core like boom. And then from there it's going to boom, like this huge vibration bomb coming out of the core of the earth and out through the entire layers of her. So we're just holding a little more space and allowing the light to push out what does not align. Surrender and tune into your body now and see if there's any tenseness. See if you're holding back. And allow more light in. I choose to be free of duality. I choose to surrender to alignment and to the new blueprint of one. I choose to align to the pure sovereign being of light. And my actions and my choices will match. For I know nothing happens to me, but only through me. I choose to release and I choose to surrender to the light. New blueprint applied. New blueprint applied. I feel it. I feel the shift. Ah. Ah. And I see all that energy go out the umbilical cord of Mother Earth. And now all that energy just goes boom into the core of the earth and then out like boom, boom, like these huge vibrational waves. Huge vibration waves going from the core of the earth out like boom, boom, from all the sun that came in. And even the rocks and the gravel are vibrating and gyrating and moving and changing and shifting. Like the earth none of the earth will not feel that vibration. It's new earth blueprint integration. Some of you have very dense energies. These energies will continue to rise. But we have octave-eyed into the new blueprint of new earth for the earth. And so all of your choices must now align. To align and to octave-eye completely into the blueprint of new earth. So I'm just holding a little more space because I can feel some density rising to different parts of the body. There it is. They told me this will continue for 3 days. A good 3 to 6 days depending upon you. And your choices will be like your external reality is going to be everything you need to clear to align to the new earth blueprint. So pay close attention to all details and make the correct choices without hesitating to the path. Otherwise, that's duality. Release all duality and release all separation from the sovereign being of light. And if it embarks resistance, that's the shadow and where you've given it power. And it must be cleared. That's how we clear karma. And like the earth is now integrating with new earth blueprint, the portal of life. She is processing the portal of life and integrating with new earth blueprint. And it's coming out of her core through vibration. So it's like this mass atomic light of vibration coming out of her core, like boom. You know what I mean? Like how do I, like if I shot a gun, you know how it has like that burst of energy? So it's this mass burst of energy coming out of the core and hitting all of the layers of earth creation. Not just one, but 3. Oh, nice. I have set her free. And so you're going to feel your body move. You're going to feel these things. You're going to feel it rise. You're going to continue feeling it. Whatever it is you need to do to make the right choices, to clear these energies of duality and separation, to align 100% to your soul path, and new earth blueprint creation. Healing Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. It must be soul path. That's the heart path. Because it's all connectedness. That is the path of God, right? But the blueprint is there for all to see if they tune inward into the heart and remove all that is not. Duality and separation must go. So the dome is like holding all of that light in. It's holding all of that light in, and the new earth must process it. So it's going to go to the core and process out like these vibration bombs from the core out. And I can see it shifting all of her layers. It moves. It changes her earth structure. It has to. It's new earth blueprint. All of what doesn't align will go. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. And now our beings of light are beginning to lower us down back to our feet energetically. We will continue releasing and being aligned. That's what's going to happen. I would sit here all day and let the energy process, but that's not what we're meant to do. It will continue on its own. But we are beginning to close down all days from day 1 to day 11. Octave-Eying is complete. And the energy of the earth, the dome, is holding it in so she can integrate it into her foundation. She is integrating new earth into her foundation right now. And the portal of life is here. And ready. So we are now being brought down out of the energies, like to our feet, right? To be able to connect on our feet. Oh, gosh. And all those dense energies will continue to push. It might be uncomfortable. And your choices must also align and match. They must, in order to complete this journey. The healing inside plays out externally as well, and our choices are the final component to everything. Because if they don't align, the healing wasn't complete, and you're choosing that you need more time, and the earth is already doing it. So we must now align. So all your choices will present for you to take the path home. Home is where the heart is. The heart path, the soul path. New earth blueprint aligned. It's a rite of passage, not just a given. We must do the work. So I see them kind of breaking down all the energy of the creation. So all days from 1 to 11 are now complete. And we are ending this cycle of Octave-Eying through the pyramids. All these prophecies that came through, I'm like, this was so much fun and prophetic and amazing. So proud. So I still will continue to choose to align, and that's up to you, but hopefully you do the same. The sun will continue to waves, okay? It's going to do waves through the earth and waves through us. It's bringing down the mass solar flash. That's what we did today. And we integrated through it, and it's pushing out all blueprint that doesn't align and reintegrating the new one. End of duality and all separation. So we're done. It will continue to integrate. But as far as the healing and the workshops go, we are done. They are complete. So I just want you to take a deep breath, like I already just did, and bring your focus to your feet. Start to come into the physical presence, because it must continue to integrate. So it's being held in so that it continues to integrate into the earth and through us. And your choices will be loud and present. Your path will be loud and present. So the Akasha records are closing out, but still present in your energy. Your lessons, your path choices are very present. So that you can see where duality is and end it through your choices, and align to pure light and sovereignty, and releasing all separation through your choices. So take your focus to your ankles and your calves, and the scenery is, we went back to the crystalline grid and all the pyramids, but now that's starting to fade. So we're starting to come back to our surroundings now, to wherever you are, where you're sitting, what you're touching, where you are, and allow your body to tell you what to do. I need to stretch, so you might need that. Whatever your body needs, it will guide you. All the angels are leaving now the pyramids. All the gods and goddesses are spreading back out. They are actually spreading amongst the earth to help the earth with these massive waves coming in. They have a job to do with people and mankind and helping to navigate those that listen. And I just want to give thanks to all the healing we've had, all the angels and beings of light that have helped us and brought forth this journey. I'm blown away. I'm so honored. I'm so honored. And I'm humbled. And I love God. I love my DM. And I love all of you. Thank you for choosing to embark upon a journey that's not necessarily easy. But we do it because it's not just about us. It's about all of mankind uniting through love, camaraderie, togetherness, no matter what they choose to do. So thank you. 2:11. You guys, we started right at 1:11 and now it's 2:11. We went exactly 1 hour from very beginning to end, and I ended right at 2:11. How beautiful. 2:11 my time. Well, I am humbled. We are closing out all of this journey. I am giving you your energy back and cutting ties to mine, so we are no longer connected through this journey. It is done. It is done. The crystalline grid is now separate and complete, so we don't need the crystal formation anymore. It's done. All 11 days are complete. I'm sad, but I'm happy at the same time. I thank you all for being with me. I honor your journey, 2222 also. And I hope you honor mine. And I hope we all honor God. Because that's truly what it's about, is the return of light. So much love, my friends. And until next time. Day 11 complete. Yay! Get grounded and stay in the light.